Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I got the camera in the holder today. It's kind of aimed to the right. We're on Mustang Island, Port Aransas, Texas. Heading down Access Road 1. Got to meet a lot of good people in Port Aransas today, earlier on the beach. I saw a young man from San Antonio who was carrying a fishing pole, and I asked him if the fishing was any good yet, and he said he hadn't gone yet, but he's finna to. And I hadn't heard that since Allen Iverson played for the Sixers. You know how when you're getting ready to do something, you're fitting ready to do it? You're fitting to. It's kind of like I'm fixing to, but it's all one word. It's right up there with Jeet. No, Jew? Not yet. I'll let you figure that one out yourself if you're not familiar with it. It is 85 degrees at 3:30 in the afternoon. The heat index is 94 degrees. I thought that would be a marvelous time to drive around in the car with the air conditioning on. Car, truck, vehicle, doesn't matter. I've been driving this thing for a while, and the bank still owns it. That will all come to an end soon, though. The wind speed is 17 miles per hour with gusts up to 25. It hasn't felt that bad. It's actually a nice day to be outside and talking to people and getting a little sun. I did want to say hello to Frank and Debbie. Frank and Debbie stopped to say hello in Rockport a few days back. This is the first video I've made with, at least with me yapping in it. Very nice people, had a good talk with them, so thanks for the visit, Frank and Debbie. And then this morning, before I left Rockport, I met up with the Hill family. Very, very nice family, and had a good talk with them and a good prayer with them. And they gave me 2 gift cards, one for me and one for Luciano. And then I showed them where they could find Luciano. He thought he was safely hidden in the donut shop next to the church. Nope. Nope, I can find Waldo, I can find Luciano. If you're new to the channel, you should probably go look at another channel right now. I live full-time in my F-150 with a Leer Topper. No heat, no electricity, no common sense. Just me and my pet goat. And Hill family, I did find my goat butt. It was exactly where I left it. I did get a joke. Oh, who sent me this joke? Oh no, I already deleted it. Who sent me this joke? It's funny because what's coming through my mind right now is Tammy Wynette, which of course it means it was Jay and Lynette. Sorry about that, Jay and Lynette. Why do chicken coops have 2 doors? Why do chicken coops have 2 doors? Because if they had 4 doors, it would be a sedan. Thank you, Tammy Wynette. I mean Jay and Lynette. They're good people. I got to meet them a few times. Seagulls, get out of the way, Kevin. Not a whole lot of flags today. I'm going to say I saw less than 10. And I probably saw about 3 or 4 American flags. 0 political flags today. And some fishing flags. It's a good day. Lots of kites. Matter of fact, we're going to come up to a nice kite display. Well, it was here 45 minutes ago. I shouldn't give too much away. Be sleeping on the beach tonight. As soon as it gets dark, I'm going to bed. I've been sleeping at different spots around Rockport so that I'm not bothering any of my friends, but I'll sleep at Rockport Beach and then set my alarm and then drive to my friend's house, pull up, go right to sleep, set my alarm and get up in the morning, get out of there before they need to get up and go to work. So I'm not blocking their driveways or anything. In a perfect world, I would have 7 different places to park, and then once a week I could just pull in and bother a different person every night. I've seen quite a few women in bikinis today. I hope that's not too upsetting to all you gentlemen out there. Just take your heart medicine and hang on for the ride. I did see several squadrons of pelicans. Several of you mentioned you never heard that before, so I never heard it till I did. Now that's all I can think about. We did get one more joke too from my friend Mary. Mary said she got a job as a scuba diver instructor, but she quit on her first day. Deep down, she knew she couldn't do it. Thank you, Mary. Put the goat up, let him rest. He has to be exhausted. The air quality right now is 129, which is unhealthy. We're getting all the smoke from the Mexican wildfires, and also in Mexico they're burning their cane sugar fields. And it's all winding up in Rockport, Texas. I don't know how that works, especially because the wind always seems to be blowing the other way, but I know the storms come across that way too, so I guess there's different winds, different levels, according to our weatherman. I told you this before, our local weatherman here in the Corpus Christi area, Dead Wrong Dale, retired, and his replacements are carrying on the tradition of never ever ever getting the weather right. So you train them well, Dale. Plus it was just such a great nickname, Dead Wrong Dale. It just, and by the way, a really nice guy. Did a lot of things for the community. Would occasionally include his dog in the weather report with a little update. So just a good guy. So I've been I've been listening to several Bigfoot channels, because in case you don't know this, I'm slightly crazy, and a lot of it involves missing people and how they were abducted by Bigfoot. And then I was researching this, and I think I had read it last year. The most popular videos on YouTube, the 2 most are like dangerous stunts, like the kind that like Mr. Beast does, or Jake Paul, Logan Paul, things like that. Like the old Jackass type stunts from the TV show, or missing persons or unsolved murders. And that led me down the rabbit hole of looking at accounts of unsolved murdered and missing nomads, boom doctors, people who were traveling in their RV, and they're supposed to be pretty popular on YouTube as well. It always seems like it's something violent or death. And I always said this, my most popular videos are when something bad happened, you know. And I think people just like bad news. People as a whole like bad news more than they like good news. But I am kind of intrigued with like the missing people boondocking, RVing, tent camping, things like that, because I guess that would be more my lifestyle, you know. So I might look up some of those, and I've read a lot of them, but they're just not interesting. There's a couple that I found interesting that I'm kind of collecting information on. So when I'm done my private boondocking detective work, maybe I'll talk about them on one of these drives. But there's a lot of people that just go missing, and I think I blame Raccoon Little Bear. I wish I had a raccoon butt. I'm just kidding you, buddy, making sure you're listening. There you go. If you guys don't know, Raccoon Little Bear has been watching my channel for years, and he's a great guy, and he leaves like the world's nicest comments. And he's a painter, he's an artist, and he sent little mini paintings of Eugene several times, and he just sent one in a, I forget what the style's called, but it's to me it's a portrait of Jesus. Doesn't necessarily say it's Jesus in that old Spanish style who names eludes me. If you guys saw my video 2 days ago when I went to the Circle Double C Ranch, and they had those 2 massive horses. Different people have said they're different things. One guy suggested they're Belgium quarter horses, and there's 10 legit, guesses. I don't know anything about horses, so I don't know, but I just, man, it was like it was like entering Jurassic Park, like looking over, and the horses were the black and white horse kind of had cow colorings, white with black spots, and it didn't register me. It was so big that it was a horse. And don't forget, a horse is a horse, of course. That's the beginning of the old Mr. Ed song. TV was better then. When one of the top shows is a black and white TV show about a talking horse. Oh, Wilbur. Wilbur was his owner, right? I haven't seen these shows since I was a kid, but I think we used to watch them. I think by the time I saw them, they were in replays. They used to show those type of shows, replays, on the what was it? VHW? Is that what it was? VHW channels? Wow, it's been so long. The rabbit ears on top, and you had the little clicker. Try to get a better picture. And then your dad taught you how to wrap it in aluminum foil. Didn't make the picture any better, but it gave you something to do. The good old days of modern television. But it was free back then. I've said this before, when I was young, I never thought we'd be paying for TV, which we do now, buying bottled water. Water's free at home. Why are we bottling? I buy bottled water every day, or at least I pay for water to refill bottles, And what was my other faux pas? First time I ever saw chicken wings. They were 5 cents each at a bar, the Frontier Tavern in, I believe that was Holmes, Pennsylvania. It was right on the border. If it wasn't Holmes, it was Folsom. But like they were serving them in a bar for 5 cents each, and they were good. But I was like how many of these do you have to eat? Like, why wouldn't you just eat a piece of chicken? Now it's like the most popular thing. I live in my truck. Don't come to me for any investment opportunity advice. I've seen some good-looking women in bikinis. Have you guys caught them? And it's basically, and summer's not officially here yet. It is wall-to-wall cars, but it's I'm filming this Sunday late in the afternoon. Last Saturday when I was here with my buddy Mario. Hey Mario, there you go. Give Mario some goats. It was real packed along here. So packed like you couldn't see between the cars. And I'm not looking forward to that when summer comes and it's officially mobbed. We're coming up on the pier. Lots of movement. I put out the silent video yesterday because I had talked to people all morning. I met up with, like I said, I met up with the Hill family. And I was around some other group of friends. And then 1, 2, 3 groups of people recognized me here at Port Aransas. By the time it came to edit that video, I just didn't feel like talking. I was done for the day. So just throw in the natural sounds of the waves and the birds, and I think the only talking was, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, the only talking was done by 2 bananas. I don't have bananas today because I gave my 2 bananas to 2 bananas. So it was not something you see at the beach every day. The same golf cart has been behind me since I got on the beach. And they're really loud. The wind's blowing at them. They're 20 feet behind me and I can still hear them talking from time to time. It's weird. I guess they're kind of yelling at each other to be heard over the wind. But it's always the same guy talking. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on that golf cart. And one person that feels that they're the important one and they have things to say. He's the one running for public office. Lots of families out today. Lots of people in the water. There are jellyfish in the water. Come on, turtles, eat the jellyfish. Do your job. I was talking to someone, well, this has kind of been my theory for the last half a year since I read about it. When Rockport lost the cattle industry, they switched over to turtles. And basically got rid of all the turtles, used them for meat, for their shells, for everything else you could use them for, process them. And when turtles lay eggs, they go back to the same spots to lay their eggs. Cycle after cycle after cycle. If they're born there, that's where they go back to lay their eggs. Well, we wiped out all the turtles in Aransas Bay. So there's no new turtles moving in. But in Aransas Bay, we get a whole lot of jellyfish. And one of the things that will eat jellyfish is, guess what? Turtles. There you go. Unhuman beings, wonderful. We mess with the balance of nature again, and now we're going to complain about it. But I just thought that was very odd. And they're talking about dredging the Corpus Christi ship channel wider and deeper to what they've already extended it. Now they want to go even wider and deeper, and then they want to dump the dredge on Mustang Island and St. Joe's Island. And if they do that, it changes the scenery. You're talking about tons and tons and tons of dredge, and that makes it different for the sea turtles that come back there and lay their eggs. So there's something else we can be concerned about. They also mentioned that, and I have to read up on this, in Rockport, they're going to get rid of the Veterans Memorial Cemetery for, they have to put in more sewer lines, the bigger sewer drainage system. That can't be right. I got to look into that. They might need to go through there and then repair it, put it back like it was, but that can't be right. Well, guys, there's the Gulf of Mexico. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.